Welcome back to Lemon Drops Podcast. I'm your host, TJ. Yes, I know. I actually am doing improv right now. You just can't tell. Nick is right now, he's sleeping right now. So I decided I'm going to do the podcast. And right now, we're going to be finishing our movie.
Gosh.
Nick, how was your nap?
Not long enough.
I'm sorry. Well, welcome to the podcast. Yes, I dragged you out here from your bed.
You goofy goober. It's not the first time you've done that.
I know. I just really want to get this over with. Not get it over with.
Wait
I really wanted to start
Is this a drag to you? TJ, do you hate me? I knew it.
How did you? Okay.
Good evening, guys. I want to go to bed. So
It is like 12 o'clock at night right now.
I get
So tired. It's definitely not 3:30.
I'm not on drugs. I'm not actually, but that'd be funny if I
Nick
was.
said he's on steroids.
Oh, I wish I was. Next Wednesday, this next 2 days from when this episode, or 1 day after this episode releases, I'll go get my wisdom teeth removed. I get to be sedated for it, and I'm gonna be like one of those guys who wakes up and is like, and they talk all weird. That's gonna be fun.
That's how you talk normally.
You know it. My sister asked if she can go along so she can record me, and I'm like, absolutely not. And so that's great.
You want them to record you.
No,
That'd be great Patreon. If we
No.
Yes.
No. Okay, 1,000 Patreon subscribers.
If we get one Patreon subscriber, we will post it on the Patreon.
No.
Yes.
1,000 Patreon.
One. Only
This
one.
is not your dignity.
Yes,
okay?
it is.
Shut
I
up.
will pay Hannah to go with you.
I will punch Hannah, and then
You will be sedated. You cannot do anything.
you can't. But there's still an hour drive to the dentist.
I'll pick you up. I'll go with too.
You don't know where it is.
Yes, I do. I can ask Sheldon or your friend.
And then, well, dang it.
Clap. Yeah. And I'll just say I'm going to support Nick, so when he wakes up, he's not really scared.
It's at 9:30 in the morning
So
on a work day.
I'll leave at 8:30 break, and I'll be back by 8:45.
Except it doesn't start at 9:30. Let's go. Let's go. It's also a 45 to an hour drive there.
It's fine.
That's fine. You could do it. You have a fast car.
Yeah.
Honda boy.
I need to change my word because I was gonna use that, but I shouldn't say that in here. I really use my car.
What? I really do use my car.
I push it to its maximum, a lot.
Or lot.
But it's Honda, so it doesn't matter.
It's a Honda, so it can take it.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what car it was, but they drove a car for like 4 hours with 0 oil in it, and it ran for like 4 hours.
Was it a Honda?
I think it was a Honda. But it was either a Honda or Toyota.
Yeah, exactly. Those are the best.
Oh yeah, well I bet my car could beat both of them. Yeah.
In a race?
Yeah.
Well, it depends what car. But a Honda Type R could be yours.
If I spent the same amount on my car as I did a Honda Type R cost, I don't care how much. Like if you get an old one or a new one, I could spend the same amount on my car that you spent on that car, and I would beat your car.
It's gonna last a lot longer though.
It's not about lasting long; it's about going fast.
Depends what you want for it. I want 2 10s over 5.
What? 2 10s over 5? What does that mean?
2 10s over 5?
What? I don't know what that means.
That's 4, Nick.
What's 2 10s over 5?
10 plus 10 is 20. 20 over 4 is 5.
What about it?
Wait, I said 2 10s over 5 or 2 10s over 4?
What about
Those are
it
not
though?
even
What does
four.
that? What are you talking about though?
4 times 5 is 20.
Okay, and
Add 2 10s, and what do you
but
get?
what does that have to do with anything?
40, baby.
What does that have to do
40.
with anything? What does that have to
I
do
win.
with anything? That doesn't make any
So
sense.
this has been the Lemon Drops Podcast.
Dang it. You got me, dude. How'd you do
When
that?
in doubt, change the subject. That's what I do.
When in doubt, just pout.
Dustin asked me an interesting question today.
Oh.
I will not say it on here.
Oh yeah, I was there.
No, you weren't.
Wait, what? He asked you another question after that
Yeah.
question?
Wait, I mean, it was like towards the end of the day, at like 1:30 or so.
Oh.
Brady was doing something with Trevin, and I decided to go talk to Dustin.
What a good choice. I'm
Yep.
sure you were blessed
I
by
was,
his wisdom.
yeah, 100%. I went on a search history.
And now you want to buy a BMW.
Nope.
Fair enough. Not many
Now I
people
want to
do.
buy motorcycle mirrors.
That's true. I passed him the other day on the road, and I'm like, hey, he was driving
You
his bike.
passed him or you passed him?
I passed him.
Okay.
He was going on the opposite lane, and I was passed him. But I was like, I should have hit him. That would have been funny.
Wait, was it on his motorcycle?
Yeah.
Meow meow.
Meow meow. That's funny.
Vroom vroom. I've been.
We're gonna finish writing the movie today.
I already told them that while you
Did?
were sleeping. While you were sleeping.
Oh frick! Oh, I wasn't awake for that. Well,
I know. That's why I
we're
said
still gonna do it anyways. So
I mean, we still can do it. I told
no,
them.
I don't want to do it anymore.
Wait, I didn't finish the movie. I said I told them we're gonna finish the movie.
Yeah, we're gonna finish the movie. So
Okay, let's do this.
So we have.
Okay, so Japan drops a nuke and everyone dies.
Yay! A
Yay.
good movie. What a
Okay.
great movie we
No,
wrote.
they wake up and it's all a dream.
That and then then it does it. Then it happens in real life. That's insane.
Oh, like out. Okay, what were we saying?
So basically, I don't remember what all we wrote. So
I thought you wrote everything down.
I don't remember what all we. I need to read it though.
Okay.
So we have the general plot is base sadistic bad.
Wait, how are we already at the end of the movie? I thought we were just in the middle of the climax or something.
We're at close to the end of Act 2.
Okay, how many acts are there?
No, we're at the beginning of Act 3, the last act. 1, 2, 3 acts. So we did plot point 2, and now we need pre-climax, climax, and then denouement. What? the
Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy. Yeah, that's
Okay,
what it
the
says.
Bible. Book in the Bible.
Denouement is what it says. I don't know what that means. but
Denouement.
That's what it says.
Okay.
Or maybe descent. I can't read it. It's in cursive. I don't know why.
Spell it to me.
Denouement.
Ement.
Mm-hmm.
Denouement.
That's what I said.
Yeah, that means the end.
Oh! You know, TJ, I think you're a pretty smart guy.
I'm a pretty smart guy.
Okay. Fortnite.
Okay,
No,
so what's
it's
the
not.
last thing we did? If
So-
you don't remember it, go.
Just go back.
Yeah, we
know it.
Yeah, we
know it. So
We know
you
it.
go back and listen if we know it. So plot point 2 is
was
the
the-
Canadian government starts discovering about the bad guys operation and the bad guys try to cover it up.
With what?
We didn't have to.
Oh,
That's for
that either.
the second draft to figure out.
That's for the. Oh, jeez.
That's for later
The
us.
second draft.
We're not gonna do it, but
This only took like. Well, you know, he's just been really. Okay, never mind. What are you saying?
we are good at this.
No, I'll say yeah. And we're actually gonna copyright this movie. If
Copyrighted.
If someone wants to, what if we make this animated?
Why?
Can I go on a bunny trail, real quick?
Sure thing, bud.
Okay, so today Brady was in the bathroom and looked up just work accidents, and you know how Reddit doesn't have any filter on it.
Yeah.
He was just watching gore, pretty much, just
You
like
know it?
people dying, not dying, no, but like there's a
Limbs
lady,
being lost.
like, so you know, like it's like a machine, a lady working,
a machine. Whoa!
and the machine like goes down and like makes like shaped
A mold.
metal, a mold. That's pretty much.
Molder thing, whatever you want to call
And the lady went and reached into it, and it came down and just completely flattened her arm. And she like made it go up and just completely flat. And then there was a guy who got stuck in a spinning thing, and there was just guts, and his head was just-
Spinning?
I don't know what it was,
He was spinning?
but it was like something.
He's
and
probably
it got
having a great
caught.
time. He's like, wee, whoa, my limbs.
And then another one, Bray said like there's a guy cleaning a bullet train, like he had a long pole and he was
Uh-huh.
cleaning it, and then he hit the high voltage wires up top, and he immediately got fried. He like burst into flames and.
That'd be wild. You're just like, la, da, 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 whoa.
Whoa!
Now, where's my superpowers?
My phone is fully charged.
Yeah, buddy. And then
sir.
he flops over.
Whop.
That would be a pretty
Anyway.
bad day.
Don't watch that. That's bad. Go watch VeggieTales.
Veggies.
Larry gets like.
That would be pretty wild.
But this is we keep this G.
Oh, was it because Brady was thinking about Steve?
No. Brady was watching work accidents and then thought about Steve.
He was like, Steve.
Because we're trying to figure out what could like kill us and we realized nothing really can kill us. Unless
mean-
it's like, I mean, as far as like doing normal. Obviously, if you hopped in the press and closed it, but like even if you got your hand in the glue spreader, you.
I think what the most easiest way of death where we work is if something wasn't stacked right in the warehouse and a 4,000-pound stack of boards falls on you.
Yeah, that's probably it.
That almost happened to our dads one time.
That happened to me today, not really. But Stan was like doing stuff when there was like a big tall thing and it was like shaking, and I was there and I was like,
I'll catch it.
I'll catch it.
Squish.
Anyway,
Where we work is very safe. Like legitimately, like they take very good care of us, and it's a very safe place and a good environment. So no, we have no complaints. So thank you guys
got
for
my
listening.
foot
Goodbye. No.
run over.
Well,
Okay.
that was your fault.
It
You're,
was.
You
It was
idiot,
100%
dumb
my
brain. You were
fault.
like jumpy, whee, squeak.
It wasn't my fault. It's not my fault. My legs are so long. I already said it, but I'm gonna say it again.
He did something he was specifically told not to do.
My brother was on the forklift, and I hopped on,
Uh-huh.
like not sitting down, but hopped on beside him, and like I had hopped on, and he would turn around a corner, and like I had my foot dragging, and it just got caught under the tire, and just
Yeah, imagine if the back of your heel would have been caught.
that could have been a lot. Like if it
could have
if it
broken.
got my ankle or anything,
Yeah.
it was just my foot, and I had some good shoes on, so like, I mean it just hurt for a while. Nothing was broken. Only about thank you, Lord, by the grace of God.
Idiot.
But yeah, the 100% my fault. It wasn't his fault. He wasn't driving reckless or anything. I just had my foot dragging for some reason.
You're
And I wasn't even
"Please."
My dad told me I wasn't supposed to. Also, no, after that happened, my dad was like, "You shouldn't do that."
But I've specifically been told not to do that.
Yeah. So 100% my fault. No one else's. I take full blame.
As you should. As you should.
Okay. Now where were we?
Where were we?
Rabbit Trail's my favorite.
So now we need what's gonna start the action? Like
Why is there
what's
another plot point? Why is there so many plot points?
why is there so many plot points? So I think what would be good
Is
is like so the bad guys are about to be discovered. How are we gonna end? What we should figure out is how we're gonna end the movie, and then we can figure out what goes in between.
and then like kind of go work our way backwards.
So the end of the movie should
But
just
we're
be
on the
them.
side of
Whoa,
the
they wake up.
monsters.
It's all a
So
dream.
we want the monsters to win, right?
Yeah.
So should we have them eat everything, or should we have the government come in and just take them out? And are we going for a second movie? So
No.
should we like end it on a cliffhanger, not cliffhanger, but kind of end it like there could be another one, or not?
I think the best course of action is to give up and run away.
I think it doesn't matter because no matter what, we'll add not the quantum realm
The
or
quantum realm.
no, the multiverse. We'll just add the multiverse.
Let's do it.
That's what everything is doing, and it sucks.
Name
The
DC?
Flash. The Flash.
DC.
The Flash.
What about it?
They're adding them in the new The Flash movie. Wait, are they?
Wait, are they?
Actually, I don't know, but it looks dumb
Marvel did it.
and it sucked.
Does any other thing do it?
I think DC might have. Don't quote me on that. I actually don't know. I kind of forget now.
Well, I know that the Flash can, but I think that was its own contained thing in just the Flash.
No, I'm almost positive they did.
Not in the main.
Well, in
Part
the new movie coming out, the one with Batman in it, looks dumb, but I'm not gonna watch it. But I guess I don't
Ant-Man
know.
and the Wasp: Quantumania was good. I don't care what you say about shut up. It's good. Just because they're running out of things to write about doesn't mean that it can't be good.
If they had Stan Lee, they'd all be good. Yeah.
Well, too bad people aren't immortal, TJ.
Actually, literally, Marvel went down as soon as Stan Lee died.
Of course, because that's when he lost any say in it, and he was a good man.
He was a very good man.
Was he?
I don't know.
I have no
I
clue.
don't know either.
We should say things and not read up on it.
Yeah, we're a great research podcast.
We should 100% research something sometime.
Yeah.
That might be
We
helpful.
actually should. That'd
Okay,
be fun.
so for pop, so rising action would probably.
Why
So
are my glasses so foggy?
I don't know.
Ew, that's terrible. Okay, next.
Next, I won't
Oh.
do this anymore. Next, what are you doing? Okay,
Swipe right. What?
what? T's not good with directions. Okay, so rising action would probably be that. Should we maybe? Okay, we still never freaking decided what we're gonna do for the end. So the
Oh yeah,
ending,
we want the monsters. Oh yeah, we want
the
the monsters to
monsters-
win.
I think the end is that the monsters eat all the oil and that everyone's happy. They're like nom
the
nom nom
monsters
nom,
eat the oil.
and now they are super monsters.
We like blood and gore.
What about uranium?
How about we just add that the monsters ate everyone?
No,
Why not?
we could do. How would we have it so that like the bad guys get caught and their mission fails, And
We just have them get caught
how?
by the government.
How? You
By the
can't-
government.
Yeah, how?
What do you mean how? They fly in, they see him, they take him down.
No, but like I'm thinking about how do like the big billionaires behind all this who are trying to get the oil and just exploit the natural environment.
The local police.
But how? You can't just be like they get caught. Wow, what a great movie.
This gives like 2 years and they're all caught and whatnot.
2 years. No, I guess with the
Trial.
Government.
It would take forever, especially the billionaires.
oh, I went to court the other day.
Oh yeah, how'd it go?
Lost a lot of money. Very expensive ticket.
Did you have to go to try to win? Or, I mean, you had to go?
No, I mean I could have disputed it again in front of a judge. So I'm like, I'm good because I don't like social. You're not allowed to take phones inside the courthouse. It's weird. I'm like,
That's not
where's my
weird.
Subway Surfers video?
Wait, did you have a lawyer or anything?
No,
Did you have an attorney?
no.
So we just walked in, like,
I walked in
were you by yourself?
with my dad, but I
Okay.
said everything. He didn't say anything. I walked in. I was like, here, I'm here to pay my deferral fee, and then I paid them a lot of money in cash.
Like, in cash?
I paid in cash. Yeah.
Huh, interesting.
It's either cash or money order. And I
Wait,
didn't know
wait,
what a
was
money
that
order-
it?
It was a cash or money order, and I didn't know what a money order was. So, and then the lady was like, okay, and then she typed things up and put things up, and then gave me the thing that says I paid it, and then she's like, okay, blah 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 blah, and then I left.
So, but so you didn't have an actual court hearing?
I didn't have a hearing. I didn't say anything about a court hearing.
I know, but that's what I thought. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. But
I imagine it's like there's no one. It's just me and a judge, and like, here's your money. And I leave.
it'd been fun. No, you should have had like a whole thing, dude.
Court
Should
adjourned.
have been like,
I could've done that.
I plead not guilty. And then what if the cop doesn't show up? Then you don't have to pay it. No witness.
That is a way to do it,
Mhm.
but I don't want to because I'm a good man.
Yeah, good job.
Because I need to
Good
get
job.
the points off my record because my parents are mad at me. So I have to do like I did the deferral fee and now I have to.
At least you're not grounded.
Well, I also
Fuck
didn't
it.
strangle my. No, I'm kidding.
Let's don't-
We'll stop. We'll stop.
Let's stop with that real quick.
Legally, I can't go. Yeah. Oh, you graduated since we recorded last.
Oh yeah, I did. I'm done with school forever now. Almost like
Forever.
Yay.
How was your graduation?
How was it? Or what'd you say?
How was your graduation?
It was good. It's actually really fun. The class I graduated with was really cool.
Okay, can I just complain about what the frick was that first speech? What was that? She
It-
just like do you know the thought process behind it?
Yes, I kind of do.
Okay, what is
You're
it?
supposed to pretty much have that. Cameron technically did it wrong.
Why?
You're supposed to have like a theme for it. I mean, kind
What
of.
was your theme? Being boring? I didn't listen to a word she said. She started
I
talking about the
noticed.
galaxy, and I was like, I
literally-
don't care.
I poked Denver and no Cameron and like and you and Alex. No, you and Carson were just.
Because it was so freaking boring.
Yeah, I
She
know.
spent like 15 minutes talking about where we are in the galaxy. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah, it was because yeah.
But it's like, but what like, why do you need to do that?
I don't. That's yeah. I don't. Know.
So you don't know the thought process behind it.
No, not really. Actually,
So what did?
I don't question it. I just,
so
just
what
know.
was Cameron supposed to do?
No, I mean, no. Cameron didn't do it wrong necessarily. As in, his was great. He got a lot accomplished for it, and he did fantastic. So good for him.
The best one I've ever heard was Sierra's. Actually, she did an actually amazing job. Were you there?
Yes, it was.
It was great. I was actually super
Dude,
impressed.
you remember?
Yeah, I do now.
Okay.
Well, you just didn't react, and I was like, "What? Were you there?"
I think. Well, I think she did well because she was allowed to keep it short.
Mhm.
Cameron had to do at least 10 minutes.
Yeah, hers was like 5 minutes. I don't know how long it was.
Hers was good. I like Josiah's though because he rickled. That was funny. He rickled him.
I literally that guy. I don't like the guy anymore.
You don't like Josiah
No,
because of that?
no, not because of that.
Well, I think
because
you
of,
don't like him anymore.
okay, like I don't like him anymore. That's
Okay, when did you like him? What made you not like him anymore?
just how he handled the speech. Maybe I don't know.
I thought he
just
did good.
he did fine. It
So
was
because of
just
the speech,
annoying.
you don't like him anymore.
And then it was like I have the balls to rickroll you because I'm funny. Ha ha ha. So shut up, you insecure piece of garbage. Okay, no one likes. No,
he didn't say that.
But he did. But he
He did
rickrolled.
rickle. It was funny.
No.
Oh no, I think it was
No
really-
one- no
I
one
think it was
laughed.
very good because he kept a straight face. The whole, like, he didn't smile at all. He said it with complete
He
confidence.
was like holding back a. He was like pretty much.
I was kind of far back. I couldn't really tell that much. But from back there, it looked like he did.
from 440 feet away. It looked pretty good.
through binoculars.
Why didn't you have to say a speech?
Because there was like usually everyone does, but there's 6 people graduating, and they didn't want 6 speeches, so we took a vote.
6 10-minute speeches and then 30 minutes of singing.
So we took a vote.
Ooh, voting. Democracy.
I voted for Cameron because he voted for me. So.
Ha!
Otherwise,
You're right,
I would
Cameron.
vote for Grant.
That was an interesting graduation. I'll say it by far was the worst one I've been to, but I've been to 3, and the other ones were really cool. Yours wasn't a bad one. It's just the worst.
Yeah, I get that, and
Okay,
I'm not offended.
the reason my cousins was so good is because they had the most fire food at they had right.
Did you try the food? The food was busted at my
It was
place.
great, but that's how good the food at my cousin's graduation
What was it?
It was a make your own like taco burrito things. I don't remember what you classify it as, but like
Fajita?
no, it was like
Fajita?
really. It was
Sure?
not a fajita.
Are you sure?
I'm 100%
Fajita's
confident.
kind of like a taco.
Except there's steak and like peppers in it. This was not that. It was chicken.
also that.
It was chicken and it was amazing rice and there was like guacamole and sour cream
I don't like
and
guacamole.
jalapeno. Guacamole was amazing. Like, dude, I had the burrito so stuffed I had to eat it like a salad for the first half of my meal, and then I finally wrap it up and eat it. And then I also ate the rest of Jordan's. It was so stinking good, and I had sweet tea and coffee. Okay, and then also a soft serve ice cream machine. It was great. But it was weird because they did the first they also had the graduation for the 8th graders who were dropping out and the graduation for the 1st graders. I guess
What?
that's a thing apparently. I don't know.
I hate when people do like even 8th grade graduation.
There
That's
was
so
only
dumb.
2 graduates again, but like I'd rather just hear them speak. Also, frick, what's his name? Jeremy. That's what his name is.
Yes.
He was like he's one of their teachers, and he's just a really cool guy. He's like a fun guy to listen to speak. He's
Listen to
fun.
speak.
That's what I said.
I know. I'm making fun of it.
I was listening to him speak.
Yeah, you didn't say. You said listen to speak.
Dang it. No, but that's cool. And also, but Ryan was the best person who spoke at. Ryan was the guy who spoke at Sarah's graduation. He was the best person who. What do you call it? The invited speaker to say something about the students.
Yeah, ours was Joas. It was like
Joas.
Joas. That's the guy who spoke at ours.
Oh.
I forget what it's called. We got sidetracked again.
No, we didn't. We're talking about things.
I feel like we're trying to procrastinate this
No,
really bad.
we're talking about things that we forgot to talk about in the first part. I have A pluses in math.
I thought he said AIDS.
That's
He said AIDS. Nick has AIDS.
Not either.
He did.
No, I did not.
Uh-huh.
Stop. You're getting fired.
I'm stopping. We haven't played D&D in a while.
That's what you. I'm literally so aggravated. We have to bring it. Oh, we're gonna go to what do you call it?
Ohio.
No, but what do you call it? A family reunion.
Oh, yeah. But
Ohio.
it's not immediate. It's extended family.
It's all the family. It's all of it.
My great
Remember
uncle
that
found
one
me
year we
there.
had it
My
at
dad-
Elsie's?
Yeah.
Remember when we had it at Elsie's that one year?
No, cause that was like different though, cause that was a bunch of Amish people.
Oh yeah, because all the Amish people are stinky, so we had them all.
It was like because this is different though, because this is like Uncle James and
Isn't he? Oh, who died?
Junior.
Junior died.
Very sad. Rest in peace.
Wait, who's Junior?
My great Uncle Junior.
Or was it the big guy? Bigger guy.
Bigger guy. There you go. Yeah. He
I
was cool.
forgot about that guy.
He was cool.
He was a pretty cool guy. Why'd he die?
I don't know. I forget.
The cartel. he looked like a mob boss. That's what he looked like.
It wasn't old age, and it wasn't like shot or anything.
I think it was like
It was just hit someone
Heart
with the
attack.
heart, maybe, or something.
cardiac arrest. I have no clue.
I don't remember.
Whatever it is, rest his soul. What a good man.
My mom was like, no, my dad was like, okay, so when we go, don't be looking at all the girls because you're related to all of them. He literally told me that, and I'm like, okay.
TJ, you goofball.
Little does he know, I'm gonna be looking at the men.
That makes more
Also
sense.
kidding. Also kidding, because I'm also related to
The
all.
last time I went to, is this technically the Schrock reunion?
Yeah.
Last time I went to the Schrock reunion that I
It was
remember,
a long time ago.
it
for
was
me,
the
too.
one where we made the cars.
Dude, literally same.
Those were the best.
That was
things.
like 3 or 4 years ago.
I promise you, I was 12. Like
because
that was like 5 years
we
ago.
do it every 2 years, and I don't think I've gone the last 2 years. So yeah, it would have probably been 4 years ago.
Yeah,
Or 5. Yeah. Because I had Ebenezer the one time, and Ebenezer the one time, that I couldn't. And then the other time was my family just didn't go.
I don't remember why we didn't go the other times. It was actually probably the same thing for me because I went to Ebenezer 1 year.
I think that was the same year.
Probably.
Yeah, I think so.
Ebenezer was such a fever dream for me. Like the entire time I felt out of place, and I was like, I just did not know what was happening, and I always got lightheaded whenever I just stood outside because I'd be like, where am I? Why am I here? And it was like a nervous. I was an absolute mess there, and plus I could it was really sad because there's like two sets of dorms. There's one in a building like almost I want to say a quarter mile away. I might be wrong. But
okay.
and then there was the main building, which was I was in, and I was with no one that I knew, and you were with Denver, right?
No.
Or you were like next to.
I was with Corbin.
Yeah.
Like my first year, I was with Corbin and Tim. Oh, they were so cool. My dorm was really cool.
So I did not know or have I did not know anyone in my dorm at all, and I was far away from all my friends, meaning I rarely seen you guys actually. Like most of the time, I didn't even.
No, we were with each other a lot.
No, because we always ate. You always ate with your dorm, but
on free time we could.
On free time, we didn't get that much free time.
Yeah, we had a lot. Sometimes we had a lot of free time. But you and Denver weren't the same. I didn't have any classes with you guys. Any of you guys?
What class did we?
You had outdoors. Outdoors.
No.
Yes, you both took outdoors. I know you did.
The classes I took were golf and welding. So
I thought you took welding and outdoors.
Took golf and welding, buddy.
Okay.
Because I know I have golf balls that prove it, and I have a signed welding right up there that I welded.
I took aviation and.
I think you crashed a drone.
I crashed a plane. Felt really bad, and then I went into a carpet maze. Why they had it? No idea. It was like a carnival place, so they had like a bunch of stuff there. I don't remember what my other one was.
Spikeball was it?
Spikeball was my second year. They didn't have Spikeball then. I actually ended up winning that year. That's fun. It wasn't basketball. I don't know why I didn't take that. I think it was a sport though.
Baseball. It was baseball.
Softball.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you.
That's what it. Because I'm trying.
Ebenezer boys camp. That's what Carson is right now.
See. Oh yeah, and
Corbin.
And Jaden.
Jaden.
The guy that goes to my youth.
Brick holder.
Brick holder.
I thought he was at.
No,
Is he back now?
He's a helper. No, he got back a few weeks ago.
Nice.
What was it? Turkey that I go to?
I was gonna ask you that. I forget where you were.
Turkey. I feel like it might have been
some out of country place.
There was a guy that came to our church that was from Ukraine.
Bougie.
He did body recovery from missile strikes. I asked if
I was gonna say something bad, but I didn't. Yeah.
I asked if he can come on, and he was like, "I'm busy," because he literally which is completely fair. He literally had 3 days left, and then he's going 8 hours to move away from his family for probably a good while. So I'm like,
where is he, why?
He's moving to Pennsylvania on a mission thing. He's doing a mission thing. So actually, super nice guy. He's just so he's been just dedicating his life to it. He's been helping in Ukraine for the past 8 months. He's worked with a mission before that, and now he's going back to working with that mission and in Pennsylvania again. And he's just a super nice guy.
Should we finish the story?
No, let's continue talking. So
okay,
what do you know where it is? This I know it's in Warsaw, but do you know where it is? The reunion.
What is? Oh, I mean,
is it going to be in another big building?
Yeah. Okay. Do you remember anything from the first year?
Yes, I do.
Okay, it's same place.
Same place. That's good because that place was good.
I don't. Was there an outdoor basketball court?
Yes. No. What?
Brady said there is. Brady said there is.
Yes,
I cannot remember it. Where is it?
So remember there was the build. Okay, guys. So story time. So when we went, there was pretty much a big, there was an big indoor area, concrete floors.
It's it,
and then on either side there was rooms.
It's
like a gym, and then there's rooms on each side.
And there's a kitchen in there, and it's big.
Yeah. And then you near the front of it, I'm just gonna go from looking straight at it. On your left, there was a basketball court, and then past there was a playground. There's a playground. There's a playground, and then over here was a basketball court.
Huh.
I don't know why I remember that because it was a really long time ago. But
I remember the playground very well.
And I remember there's another shop back there. I remember where they shut up they had the shop where they set up all the tools and stuff to make the
I remember that.
carts. And I also remember that was fun.
And then behind the building they had volleyball net set up.
Yeah.
It was kind of in a divot type thing. Kind of how Scott's backyard is.
Yeah.
They have the two walls and it's
Yeah. That sounds kind of fun now. I kind of want to go.
I think it'll be more fun.
Yeah. But especially, I'm looking forward to board games. Because we never have enough people to play proper board games. And now we
board
can
games
learn
aren't
all those weird
fun.
games, huh?
Board games aren't fun.
But like we don't have to. I'm talking about like late at night. You know, when we were remember they would always play board games like late, like Brady and Corbin, not Corbin, Brady and Zach. You
Corbin
know,
is a part of
Corbin the
life.
Shrug, Tiff and Holly and Morgan. And
Yeah, but I doubt they want to play with us.
guess what, Bucko?
They have
Foursome.
to.
We were annoying back then. We'll be annoying
I
again.
remember I did surgery with Play-Doh. I had a toothpick. I had a
that.
toothpick.
I remember one for supper one time. They had steamed broccoli, and I was like, "This is good." And then my mom was like talking to one of the ladies, and she's like, "Yeah, Nick eats steamed broccoli like candy." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm so healthy, mom." Oh yeah, I remember specifically
Nick
thinking
was
that I was like,
flexing on the
I was like,
kid.
"Yeah, man, I love steamed broccoli." Nom nom nom.
Meow meow.
Meow meow. Yeah,
You get it. You get it.
Gotta get with a neutron style.
Later.
Later person of niceness. Yeah, so it was a pretty good time. It was a pretty good time.
Well,
I just remember playing a lot on the playground.
we'll try to do something dumb or something
Okay.
to make a good podcast.
We met. Yes, we'll try to like murder. No. Metaphorical. But I remember. So
Metaphoric.
wasn't there like either across the way or like out like there was like out the rooms that you'd get on from the outside. But I remember Scott's
like the cabins thing.
Scott was
Yeah.
it the cabins?
They had cabins across third.
Yeah, I remember
the drive.
Scott stayed over there, and we went in there, and we were. I
remember
specifically
that.
remember I was laying down on the bed, and someone was standing on me, and I was just like, and we were making rhymes, and then we made a rhyme. Okay, this does not reflect any of my political standings. I love the guy. but
There's a complete
this,
joke.
okay, we were like 12 years old, and we were being just dumb.
Not me though. I got so mad at it for some reason.
Yeah, it was.
I have no
you were
idea
such
why.
you were such an upstanding.
I was like,
kid.
guys,
you were
that's
like
so
You're like
mean.
that's mean. We shouldn't say that. Okay, TJ was the goody two shoes of the party.
Yeah,
back
but not anymore.
Not
I'm
anymore.
16.
TJ's a
I'm
rad,
a
cool
baddie.
kid.
I'm a baddie now.
I don't know why since I turned 17, you feel so young. Like I'm 17, you're 16, dude. Wow. But
up.
we made a rhyme, and it went like it was like Donald Trump is a lump of cow dump, and I was like, dude,
It
I'm
was like,
so cool.
Trump is a lump of cow dump. Cow dump. Cow dump.
It's the
Trump is a
stupidest
lump.
thing we've ever
It
done.
was so dumb.
And TJ, I remember
I
TJ,
hated it.
you were like, Nick, you can't say that. 'Cause I'm.
That's
and
our
you were-
president. You can't.
Yeah,
can't
you
say
can't.
that.
Gosh.
Wait, he was the president
Yeah,
at the
he
time.
was. Yeah.
So it had to be within whatever.
I just remember because like I remember doing that because like I remember Thomas loving him so much, and I was like, it'd be funny if I was like contrary.
I thought we were like, what if we'd say that to him? Like,
That'd be so funny. We were the stupidest children ever.
yeah,
Like I promise you, it was a nightmare to be related to us.
dude, for real. I was such a.
Do you remember when we first lit off fireworks or firecrackers? Remember?
at my house?
Yeah, at your
Yep,
house.
I remember.
That we were so terrified. We were like, these things are gonna blow off our heads. So we got safety gloves, and so we were both had humongous safety gloves on. And then you held the lighter, and I held it. And as soon as it lit, I flung that thing so freaking far. I was like, "No, get away from me! I'm gonna die!" And then I started, and we both started running because we were terrified of this
Running
thing.
away from
and then it went
dangerous.
pop, and we're like, "Oh."
Wow.
Whoa. And then we're like, okay, put it in my mouth. Oh. And then I exploded. No, but it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
But that was wild. We were very stupid kids. Remember when we played Transformers? I shoot a
one-
ballistic missile for my arm.
No one could ever die. Dying was not a part of it. The good old days. And like honestly, that was like going over to Scott's house and like jumping on the trampoline is
Was,
like
like-
more fun than
yeah.
just whatever I do now.
Yeah, 100%. Because no one cared about anything. We were just like, chow, chow, switching. Oh yeah, I have a saber. It cut through
Whoa.
anything. I realized looking back, that's just a lightsaber.
But I had a head that popped up so I couldn't die, and I had like
Oh, yeah.
14 billion sparks.
I remember. So basically, for those who don't know, when we played, like basically like the Transformers would have a heart, which is called their spark, and like
And if you don't know what Transformers are, they're like it's
Robots.
It's based on a movie and a TV show, and the giant metal robots that can transform into like cars or spaceships or something. Or
not spaceship, but like something like that.
Planes.
Yeah. And so I had this one person who had he had 3 sparks, so he couldn't die. pretty much.
Killed all
And
three
then-
of them,
and then
but
if you-
one was in his foot, one was in his hand, and one was in a normal place, so they had no idea.
and I remember I like no, I have a robot that actually comes and puts a new spark in me, and then I'm alive. And then another thing was like when we played, we had like a trampoline and a tiny little grass area that we jump off of and then onto the trampoline with, and so we'd pretty much always be there, and then we'd be like, ooh, I attack you, and then and the other person was like, no, you don't know where I am, and then the other person's like, well, I have you on GPS, and they're like, no, I have anti-radar things, and then we're like, no, but I have anti-radar.
That's literally how it went.
And then they're like, oh yeah, well, where am I then? And they're like, Antarctica, and they're like, nope, Africa, and then I'm like, Africa, and then they're like, nope, I moved, I'm in.
It was so dumb.
It was this stupid.
I don't remember much, but I remember my one guy. His name was Electroplasm. That's about all I remember.
I had one guy that it was my favorite guy. His name is Grim. His name is Grim, and he turned into a B2 stealth bomber. And I was like, dude, this guy's so cool. And I remember so we'd pretty often, or not decently often, my grandparents would babysit me, and they live right across from Scott's. Like their properties are touching.
And like me and Scott's property.
Yeah.
Scott would be Denver's dad.
Yeah.
Our properties are touching.
Yeah.
So
And so
we're
I
all
remember
neighbors.
Grandma was for some reason super strict about like me going and playing with you guys, because she was like, no, you can just stay here. You're fine right here. I'm like, but Grandma. And so I
You
remember,
are late. No, I'm kidding.
Grandma,
You love
you
your grandma.
think. And then so I would just sit there looking out the window, looking at Scott's, and then just drawing in my notebook. I would just draw my guns and stuff for my Transformer, and I'd draw my Transformer. I'm like, this is so cool. My Transformer is cool. And then I'd be like, yeah, his name is Grim. He's super cool. And then I remember we were playing, and then one of you guys actually killed him, and I was absolutely devastated. Because I'm like, but I liked him, man. I really liked my character.
And then like how Transformers goes, there's Autobot and Decepticon, and then along the way we added two more, which was just good and bad.
Oh, yeah.
And then
you
you
could
and Alex
stand it.
added another one. Remember, because
Yeah.
me and Denver were not. We thought it was dumb. It was like Assassin or something. I
Something like
wrote.
that.
It was. Do you remember that?
I think so. Yeah.
Because it was.
And then we
five,
added-
and
and-
it made no sense because like good and Autobot were like this, and then bad and Decepticon.
Oh, like
together.
this. Thank you, TJ, for this. No.
And we're
Good,
like,
good and the good and Autobots were kind of like friends, and the bad and the Decepticons were kind of like friends, and then there was just the assassins. We didn't like anyone, and we were just like, oh yeah, I'm an assassin, and then boom, 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 and then you try to kill him, and there's.
and then we like, and then like as we,
I
and
think
then,
it was kind of like a play on Assassin's Creed, probably. I don't know.
and then we added almost like a campaign type thing. We added
Oh yeah.
Infinity Stones.
Infinity Stone. So
No.
this was like right around the time when Infinity Wars was at its peak, like 2017, 2018.
Whenever it came, I think 2018 when it came out.
I think it was like 2018, and it was like at the peak, and we were like, dude, Infinity Stones. And so they're like big guardians, and so we'd have these big dudes that would have the Infinity Stone, and you have to go kill them. You have to
and,
boom, boom.
and each person got a
weapon and the Infinity Stone.
No, they didn't get a. Oh yeah, they did.
They get a weapon, yeah.
And then they got and then the Infinity Stone gave them a power, and
Yeah.
we had to all agree on the power what
Yeah.
we got because nothing could be too powerful.
And so the space. Let's see if we can remember. So the Space Stone was teleportation.
I think that's what.
And
I had.
and you can I had the first time I had that, I remember, because I was like so cool because I could teleport, and like you can like kind of move small objects, and I think it had to be
Oh,
smaller
yeah.
than a semi, and I think that's what we used for reference because they own semis. And then we
What, did we have? Okay, yeah, we did have two campaigns because we started two, so
Yeah,
it's kind of confusing.
yeah.
We had the illusion one, I think. You could
Yeah,
make
the illusion
small.
ones you can make.
I think I had that the first time.
And then I feel like how did you? I remember that you can get more, like you can upgrade them. I
Yeah,
feel like.
if you got someone else's Infinity Stone, you gained more power.
So that was something. And then there was a Power Stone, which just gave you more power.
And then there was a light stone that could make like shining light or something. Wasn't
no,
it?
it was. I don't.
Wasn't it?
No,
I
there
think it
was the Soul Stone, which could make like golems and stuff for you.
I had that the second time. That was cool.
I remember I was like, dude, so cool. And how did we? Oh yeah, we wrote all on a piece of paper and we just
And then we
shuffled them
drew.
up and then we just drew and
To make it fair.
and it was like wild.
I-
No one wanted the
I-
illusion stone because it was all in our minds anyways.
It's just more
More in your
imagining.
More,
I won the first time because we had the arena which
Oh,
you
yeah.
go in and
Uh-huh.
someone either
Like you can't leave until someone's dead, something like that. And but then for some reason we just fly out. I don't know how that worked, but
Yeah.
the arena was probably one of my favorites because I'd be like, oh, pew pew pew, smoke grenade. You can't see where I am.
It was so dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember I would just teleport into nothing, and then I could come out whenever I wanted to.
Oh,
I'd teleport
yeah.
into the void, and then you couldn't see me, and I would like travel behind you, even though I couldn't know where you are either. And like,
Yeah, what the wow?
if you guys are ever bored, dude, play that game.
Play it. We'll
Like,
write up.
just-
We should. Okay, why have we not written a movie about that? Screw whatever we're writing now. We need to write this movie about Infinity Stones and Transformers.
That is the way.
That would be fire. we did. That was the peak childhood right there.
That was peak childhood.
and
for
then
real.
we played another game, some like less, but we played. It was called The People. And
I remember that.
And
I
it's so stupid.
forgot that you played with us too.
And
Me, Denver, Alex, and Jenny used to play that all the time.
yeah, and so I had one guy who was just super smart and good at hacking and is rich. But you had
And I had a guy who could just invent stuff, and I could just invent whenever I wanted to because
he was like,
I was
invented
practically
it.
Iron Man.
Practically-
Money was not a problem. I invented whatever I wanted to, and Denver was always a pickpocketer, and I don't know what else.
Alex probably just had a bunch of rockets. I don't know. That seems like something Alex would do. But I remember we were playing that game at my house one time, and we were like, well, it can't be the same thing as we're at someone else's house. And so you made a person, and it was, what was it, like Illusion or something like that, or the Magic Man or something like that, and he literally just couldn't die. I was like, you're like, my superpower is that I can't die, and I was like, well, that's stupid. And
You're
I'm like,
stupid.
and then I was like, I want to make, so my character can't die either. And then you were like, no, you can't do that because I already did that. And I'm like, fine. My person's called OP Man because he's overpowered. OP Man, and and you can't kill him. Only one way you can kill him, and it was so stupid.
Okay, no. Then there was also okay. I'm trying to think of games I used to play with you, which was the knife game.
Oh,
which
yeah,
you had
the
to
knife game, we-
slice people's throats.
It was
or stab
We
them.
just jump on a trampoline, pretend we had knives, and stab people, and then simulate what would happen. And we'd be like, "Oh, I'm bleeding! Oh no!" And then we'd die. It was like I would blood curdling screams would be letting out all through.
Then you die, and then what? 10, 15 seconds, and you come out, and then
think it
you
was
lay
7.
there when you're back alive. And then you'd go and stab.
stab, and it was like, oh my goodness gracious! And then we played.
Did you play Steamroller with
yes,
us?
yes.
You played Steamroller.
I was
One
about to-
person would just like roll.
They would just
There's
roll.
kind of like levels, roll down, and the other people jumped over him. And then like they got harder, like he could go backwards eventually, and like such a bad idea because like you jump and you just get stepped on.
Stomp. Yeah,
It was so dumb.
Was there one called like Butterfly something?
Oh, Butterfly, yeah. Where you
What's
like
that?
because they had like different like okay, so the trampoline is like an octagon or
Mhm.
had sides on it. So you go on a thing and then someone's in the middle and you try to get to the side before they touch you.
Uh-huh.
So you jump to the other side or get to the other side and like everyone can go whenever they want pretty much.
Oh yeah.
And how you, and use I'm not, but I feel like it was the trampoline is decently big. It's
Yeah.
not like a small trampoline. It's not a circle.
It's an octagon.
But we had to stop that because we got too big and heavy, and when we jumped to the side and it would start ripping it, so we had to stop playing it. We also played Crossy Road, but we only played that little bit because Alex got seriously injured.
Wait, what do you do?
Because he got nailed by Denver because Denver was a car, quotation marks car, and just nailed Alex so hard we had to stop playing.
And I just started going like,
I thought it was fun, but alas.
because Alex was tiny and we beat him up. No, you guys beat him up. I was like,
Okay,
"Sup,
back
Alex?"
in the really old days when Zach and Brady used to play with us on
Oh, yeah?
trampoline, there was like Chocolate Factory, where someone was a chocolate and then everyone else just literally beat them up, pinched them, chopped them, kicked them, whatever it was.
I think that was just a ploy to get you guys beat up.
I literally think it was made by Zach and because I don't think they were ever the chocolate. Everyone else was a chocolate. Then there was Sandwich where we'd all just like pile on top of each other to make a sandwich.
Yo! Oh my
These
goodness.
are all games you guys can play with your siblings or just with friends on the trampoline.
friends in quotation. That's what you
If you are like 5 to 12, that's peak childhood. Once
peak
you get old-
childhood.
even 13, 14. No,
I feel like when we were 13, we tried to play Transformers again, and
no,
it
I
didn't
think
work
no,
because
I
we
think
kept
at
on
13 we
arguing.
still could. I think it more hit when we were 14.
Maybe like 14, because like I remember we tried to play, and it'd be like, first off, Demmer is such a party pooper now. He's like, oh, I don't want to go outside. I don't want to play again. It's stupid. but it's like it's ego much. But
But if you can play that till 16, dude, continue
you
playing.
continue.
In
that
fact,
stuff
I
is
think
fire.
honestly,
I would
we should
like
try again. I think we should try it again.
like honestly, it was just so much fun. We just have to agree that like no arguing, stop being a stupid dumb.
yeah, arguing is a part of it though. Just
You have to be able to argue, but you can't
get
be
mad at each
offended.
other, hug each other out, and then just keep going. In the end,
Dude, like there's literally
It's just a game.
Like when we're over there still, I'm like, dude, what do we do? We should play Transformers. And then
that
me
was
and
the
Alex,
game.
would be
I
like,
used to look forward to it. I got so excited.
it was literally the
to play it.
peak. Like that's I was like, Mom, can I go over to Scott's? I want to play Transformers. And she's like, what's that? And I'm like, it's robots. And she's like, okay.
We
And
played at church one time, but wasn't it was fun though?
yeah,
we
'cause
didn't have
there's
a
no
trampoline.
That trampoline really accentuates it because you can be like
You can just
super jumping.
Jump.
Wasn't one of Alex's people named Anchor, and he was just a really
I don't
big
know.
boat.
We had so many different because we'd make anytime
Oh,
someone
no.
would die,
Remember when
instantly make another one.
Remember when we had elementals?
Oh yeah.
Mine was like electric, yours was like earth, and like I was like, I'm gonna supercharge my engine, even though it's a gas burning engine, but who cares? Supercharged is super fast.
We added so much. See, there's so many twists you can do to it.
You can just do so much to it. Such a I can
Also,
go back. A time
if
machine.
you, when you were a child, okay, when you were a child or something,
if you're a child ever,
when you were or if you still are, and there's a game you play on the trampoline, dude, hit us up on Instagram at the Lemon Drops Podcast. Not comment.
DM us.
DM us. Tell us what you played,
Mm-hmm.
how long you played it, if you're still playing it, how it was.
Just DM us your craziest games.
We gave you, because us four cousins were very close.
Yeah, we were freaking ballers.
And we played the games, dog. And we should attempt to play. I would be
That'd
down
be
to.
so-
I'd be
Transformers?
down to play Transformers.
I
again
so
and try
much.
it.
It's summertime. It'd be perfect.
I bet it's gonna go horribly, but I
Skip
think we should
youth.
at least try
Skip
it.
youth. Let's go right now.
I want to go to youth.
Dang it. More than Transformers?
You're right. You got me.
You got me.
Yeah.
Ugh. Also, I still never tried out that disc I found on the ground.
You found?
I found it.
I found a disc and gave it to Nick.
Well, it's because he found one before that, and he was like, "Man,
That disc was garbage.
Wait, what was it?"
It was a destroyer, which you already have, and it
Oh.
was the bad plastic.
No.
So I don't even want it. I want what you.
Oh,
I'm just a nice guy.
Brent. He went to adult church, and he bring like a rake thing that you'd like put on the bottom and pull things with, and he said he found 8 discs.
Find mine. Wait, of a pond?
Yeah, of the adult
Did you
church.
find mine? It had my
He-
name on it and
I-
number.
I don't. I think he said he didn't find anyone with names on it, but I
wonder
don't
if
know.
it
You should
washed
ask
away.
him.
An orange raptor. I should ask him if he found an orange
Yeah.
raptor because that's what I had.
Did you like the disc?
I did like the disc. I bought another one immediately after. I guess I have another one now, but I'd still like to have that one.
Trade. Yeah. So next week, hopefully sometime, the Patreon will be released of us playing disc golf. It's pretty funny and it's pretty good. So
We're outside.
say-
It's really cool.
we're outside, but it's cool, dude. There's people.
And if you get...
Also, remember the hole where the people started walking up on us?
Oh, yeah.
We never recorded us throwing that. We only recorded the one slow motion, and then
I recorded you. I did. I
The-
must have not hit play then, obviously.
I mean, you held the camera, but there was no file there, so no recording. And like, I also probably didn't do it, but like,
Oopsies.
that's fine. It's a one hole. I'm actually surprised how much footage we like. Like, I was terrified because like I remember I was like editing it, and I was like, there's one part where it's like the audio completely glitched out, but it was just of us walking to the next thing. And I was like, thank goodness. For some reason, it just went back to normal. I'm like, whew, I was afraid it was gonna be like that for the rest of the stinking recording, but
That
it
would've
wasn't.
been a
Thank
bummer.
goodness. So back to the movie.
Oh, I forgot about that.
50 minutes of nothing, and now back to the movie.
Has it actually been 50 minutes?
It's been 50 minutes.
Holy cow.
Man,
That was our childhood for you. You're welcome.
you're welcome. Now you're traumatized too.
And if you pay us $50, we'll play with you. No, I'm kidding. What? I was
We'll
kidding.
go back in time, become kids, and we'll play Transformers with you. So
Oh, there you go.
no, we'll be
Good save.
teachers. And we will teach
And
you
we will teach you our ways on how to argue.
on how to argue
be
and then
fun.
eventually hate each other. I see. I joined in late. I didn't. Since I lived far enough away, my parents wouldn't just drive me over there. when I
One
was
game we
like
did
8.
play was that everyone. No, Jailbreak. I know you. I know we played that with you because you and Alex hated it. It started out with me, Denver, and Jen, Alex at our house. We played at our house, and it was 2 people with the cops, 2 people with the robbers, or yeah.
Oh yeah.
Jail, or I mean, just.
Well, me and Alex did it
business.
because we had to run.
And we always had me and Denver on team for some reason. That's why Jen and Alex hated it so much. Don't know why. And like we pretty much, they'd like find a way to get caught because that's how the game was. Then we'd go, put them on our 4-wheeler or golf cart, and then they'd go walk around the house. And then to get out, you just had to find anything that would make so much sense to get out with. A stick, a needle, anything you could use to get out with. And then you'd come, and if they're gone, then you go find them and bring them back and search them and try to search the 4-wheeler or whatever it was to try to get whatever they found, whatever they had, take it out away. And then once you go around like 3 times the house and they didn't get out, that means they don't have anything to get out with, you won. Then you switch sides. Really fun game.
That makes actually. I remember that. I remember playing it a few times. I remember one time we just hid in the woods and you found us, but it's fine. I was unathletic when I was youngie.
Youngie.
When
I was youngie. Okay, back to the movie.
Okay. And that's all we have.
We could just finish it some other time.
Okay, so I think what we can do for the ending.
I think we're done.
I think
we did it.
I think we did it. That's the movie, guys. So I think you said you had someone said something.
Oh
about
yeah.
the movie.
Okay. So, what's his name? Esther Yoder.
Esther
Gave me something. She sent it to me on Snapchat. I saved it in chat, but it's been long enough it got deleted. The one thing I remember was, I think she gave me 2 things. The one thing I remember, I don't remember the other thing, was that for the casting, we need to get Owen Wilson. We need to get
Obviously.
him to only say wow. Like, you know how he does this? Like, wow.
Wow.
To get him, that's all he says.
That makes sense. Yes.
Yep. And that's all I remember from it. I think there's another thing, but I forget what it was.
Who
I'm
cares?
sorry.
All we need is Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson.
Perfect.
All
I'll
he
get
says
him.
is
I'll
wow.
call him up.
Perfect.
I think the rising action needs to be here, let me just type.
I thought we were gonna go backwards.
Rising action.
We still know how it's gonna end.
Well, we can figure that out once we get to the end. Okay, so the rising action I think should be the bad guys actually start making progress. They actually start like moving, like killing some of the things and removing them from their villages. But then I
thought they were underground.
Caves, whatever, where they lived, and they start pushing them back. But then the government, like, I think should probably start finding out. And then I think
An inside man.
Inside
man.
Inside
man.
Shut the frick up.
Inside man.
No.
Come on.
I think the climax should be like the government helping the monsters.
Okay, but the monsters with it enough to like know who's good and who's bad.
I feel like they
trying to
have
kill them.
an actual village. Like I feel like they have like houses and they have like
Okay, but
some
not
for
actual
structure.
houses.
Because how could they remain hidden for this long if they were just like dogs? Like,
Well, I mean, I think they had something, but I thought they were like, I mean, yeah, but like not like.
not like actual houses, but like where they live in caves and they have structure. Like I would imagine them as like a very like monkeys. Like monkeys are smart enough to.
No, but they're like, how'd they look? They were like amphibian type reptile thingies, but that was as big as elephants.
Horses.
They can't grab stuff like monkeys can.
Since when?
I picture more of them like how they.
I literally
like
said they're like a
lion.
gorilla. Amphibious gorilla. Imagine an amphibious gorilla bigger than a gorilla.
We need to get someone to make this monster because I want to see it. I'm excited to see it.
Essie.
Essie, Grace, Carrie, one of you guys,
Come on.
come on.
Because I feel like they would be smart enough to work with them, or at least maybe not with them, but like they're just at the same time they're both trying to like attacking and trying to eliminate the main bad guys. But they'd be like,
Yeah, because the monsters don't kill unless provoked, and but it'd be too hard. That'd be way too smart.
I think you
to
could be like,
figure out.
I feel like you could be like in the front of the army, like they're like killing the bad guy, the monsters are killing the bad guys, and then like in the back, they're like the government's coming through with their military men, and be like, pow, 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 stop it right now, and like arresting people. And I feel like that could be. It would be kind of hard though to do that with. No, maybe the government is slowly closing in on the main bad guys, and
Well, because obviously the main bad guys aren't the ones out getting the oil.
Yeah.
They're gonna be out.
So
in there.
maybe
Billionaire
like the government is closing in on like they're doing a raid. Like the climax would be like a scene where like you see like government SWAT guys raiding the billionaires' houses.
Somehow find
and then
do that in more
and
depth.
then like we can do that in like a second draft, something like that if we have to do that. But like then like it'll be like a scene cutting between like guys raiding their SWAT houses and then the bad guys like almost like eliminating like the like monsters, and like the monsters are losing and they're gonna lose, but then all of a sudden they get a call and be like, and like you lost funding, that we caught the billionaires, you lost funding, retreat.
They just call them like, hey yo, we caught your homie.
We caught your homeboy.
Caught your homeboy. You gotta stop working, dog.
I feel like that would be the best way to leave it. So I think the rising action would be the government closing in on the bad guys, and then also the bad guys are making moves in the wilderness, the forest, to get to the oil, and they're like charging, and then like boom, 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 and they're actually starting to win things, and like they're pushing the monsters back, and then the climax would be them the bad guys finding, or the bad guys being caught, and then the soldiers retreating, and but that all happening at the same time, and like the monsters starting to fight back and kill them. That could be really gruesome. It'd be also cool because they could have tanks and stuff. So, and then what would be the denouement?
Well, try to figure out what that means. Look it up.
It's just the decline,
The ending completely.
the ending. Right? To the end.
Well, bad guys get caught.
It could just be them like going to jail, and then like
Then
them
the
trying to
monsters-
fix things.
Monsters go back to the where they live,
No.
and then they find gold.
Whoa, dude.
Whoa!
And then
No,
America discovers it,
Like
and they nuke.
the daddy of all monsters comes out, and that's how they win. It's like 600 feet tall.
Dude,
Somehow,
that's how they
somehow
did
was
it.
hit it. Just boom, 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 boom.
No, he rises from. He is just a mountain.
He's a mountain.
He's a mountain.
He's a mountain.
Shakes off all the dust.
I'd stealing the scene from Troll on
Wait, what?
Netflix.
I don't remember that being in there, but
Okay.
I think that's.
I believe you.
I think that's just pretty good. I think that's good. I'm gonna write that up, and we're gonna put that to rest. That's the final. I think that's where we can leave it. As of now, Disguised by the Mists. It went on for like 4 episodes, but we did it. So, I think that's about it. Do you have anything to say?
I do not. I like it. And
Like it,
depending-
Picasso.
if we get enough people, it
It could be a fun thing to do.
mm-hmm.
To write, at least. Maybe animated. Like, probably the best way to, like, if anything would ever happen, people would actually like it, you'd probably end up just animating it. Because it'd be a pretty good animated series. Well, that's it for me. You want to say a TTFN?
I tater tot. I'm falling now.
No. We actually have to outro. Which is something I realized after I said that. Patreon.com/LoveJones for our videos, for our episodes, and the disc golf thing, and then at the Love Jones Podcast on Instagram, DM us stuff, anything, and I guess now we see a TTFN and tater tots, for now,
For now.
right now,
For now.